we're heading into Joshua Tree again for another day. It's a really large park. It's nearly 800,000 acres. Today I think we're gonna go see a few unique rock structures throughout the park, so stay tuned.
Wherever I go, I will always know everything I need is right here with me. It's time to let it all go.
We just arrived at Split Rock. We're gonna go do the 1.9-mile loop to go see some unique rock structures.
We're excited. It's gonna be awesome. Let's go check it out.
This trail begins at a very large, very noticeable split rock. Then proceeds through rocky terrain, across washes, ascends through boulder fields, then winds around oak and pine woodlands before concluding with the Joshua Tree woodland.
The ravens are warning us about something.
It looks like it was used for fires at one point in time. Another Indian cave.
And you got a little bit of ventilation and a backdoor escape in case something bad happens.
And you can sleep up high where it's warmer.
It's quite cold today. There's a breeze whipping through and it feels like it's straight out of Alaska. And so we are layered up with all the layers.
6 layers over here.
Yeah, it kind of takes your breath away. The desert is not for the weak of heart, that's for sure. Oh, I see a split rock. You see it? Look to your right.
So we barely started this trail and we see these massive rock that is split. We don't know if it's split rock, but it's still a really cool formation nonetheless. We've seen a lot of rocks out here that are split. That's what happens when you have freezing temperatures.
No, not yet. I think you gotta run and jump and kick it. Don't hurt yourself. Use both feet. These rock structures are super cool. Check this one out right up here. Looks like this piece of rock just cracked and fell over, made a little hole. You can see right through it. What a neat place.
As one walks across the spectacular landscape that is Joshua Tree National Park, you can't help but be captivated by the impressive rock formations. These remarkable formations came to be over the course of millions of years. Massive rock piles are arranged in such a way that it feels like intentional artwork rather than natural erosion. Then again, I consider Mother Nature to be the world's greatest artist.
Happy days we are guests, happy days manifest.
Oh, looks like a butt.
Let's stand together, put a smile on our faces, fill us up with your grace and make us better.
Rock structures out here really make you just want to climb around and explore all of the cracks and crevices and get to the top and see what's on the other side.
No need to seek shelter, everyone's free, and the best they can be. Tall grass sing songs and trees play a symphony. Ooh. advisors for all weather.
Just kind of sitting up there, isn't it?
Oh, you know what it looks like? The Olympic torch flame.
Oh, it does. What do you think? Put that up there.
Zeus. Giant. Yeah, the rock giant.
Happy days manifest. Let's stand together. Put a smile on our faces. Fill us up with your grace and
That's the end of the split rock loop. I don't think we've been on a trail yet that isn't worth doing. They're all very unique and cool in their own aspect.
let's stand together. Put a smile on our faces. Fill us up with your grace and
Next is one of the more well-known rock structures in the park. It's called Skull Rock.
While still below the surface, Skull Rock's vulnerable edges eroded away. Soil and water sat in shallow pools around the rock's eye sockets and changed the chemical compounds of the granite, which eventually eroded away. By the time the rock came to the surface, it already resembled a human skull, sealing its fate in its future name.
Welcome to Skull Rock. Quarter mile west, I would say, from Skull Rock is a place called Jumbo Rocks. Now it's mostly a campground. We tried to book a spot there, but it was all full for the season. So we're just gonna check out the rocks out here near the campground. We've been boondocking out on BLM land, which is nice as well. It's free. There's lots of BLM land surrounding Joshua Tree National Park. So out here at Jumbo Rocks, there's a ton of cool rocks to just climb around on and explore. Super fun, especially if you have kids. Back there is the Jumbo Rock Campground, and just a short walk away, you've got Jumbo Rocks back there behind me. Cool spot to climb around, burn some energy, just have some fun climbing around on all the different rock structures.
I find it so fascinating that there are an endless amount of different rock structures, constantly changing and mutating new features over time. Joshua Tree has become one of my favorite places to see these. While we've given you a sneak peek at some of the more popular structures, there are many more to search for while in the park, including a giant heart, a penguin, and an elephant arch.
So our last unique rock structure for the day is something called Arch Rock. There is a 1.4 mile trail associated with this arch. So it's another great short hike for everybody.
I find myself wondering what this park will look like as flash floods, wind, and severe weather continue to carve away at Joshua Tree. The granite rock formations will reveal themselves, and more hidden treasures will be unearthed.
There's the arch behind me. We found it. It's kind of hidden amongst a bunch of rocks. Not too far off the trail. There's actually a sign posted right before it. So if you're looking at the sign, just kind of peek up to your left and you'll see the side of the arch. You kind of boulder back in here just to see it from directly in front.
Arch Rock is a bridge that spans about 30 feet across. While Joshua Tree's natural arches don't match the size of those found at Arches National Park in Utah, they're still impressive nonetheless. This arch has been whittled out over time from hard granite, unlike those carved out of soft sandstone at Arches. It's a testament to Mother Nature's patience. Wind, rain, and the freeze-thaw cycle always wins. If you hunt around a little more, there's several other well-known arches in Joshua Tree National Park.
This feels like a Cactus Zen Garden. So peaceful and serene
So many needles.
and full of life. out here in the desert.
It's pretty. What, like 6 feet? That one's probably 7 foot, 8 foot.
Yeah.
Pretty big out here. We are out here at the Cholla Cactus Garden, and it just pops up out of the middle of nowhere. We're just driving through the desert, and you see these beautiful cactus. They're like tricolor, like white, brown, and dark brown, and there's just a million of them.
We just came from rolling hills and Joshua trees to overlooking this flat Mojave Desert and all these Cholla cactuses.
So they've got a warning at the front of this trail to be very careful, not even to brush up against these things on accident, because the spines will penetrate your skin and cause a lot of irritation.
I kind of want to try it.
Nick wants to try it. He wants to see if it'll penetrate his leather jacket, but I think that might be too tough.
So we want to know, will this penetrate my leather jacket? Nope. Should I touch it with my hand? Ah! Just kidding.
The Cholla Cactus Garden is one of the most unique and prickly destinations, featuring endless Cholla cacti as far as the eye could see. These cacti have been nicknamed the teddy bear cactus due to its friendly look, but you don't want to touch them because they're chocked full of needles. They've also acquired the nickname jumping cactus for its habit of detaching or jumping from the parent plant and hooking onto the skin or clothing of an unsuspecting passerby.
So interesting. This is possibly one of the most interesting national parks we've been to yet.
It's really diverse. It's not.
Yeah.
It's nothing like I expected. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I just expected desert, which a lot of it is, but the rock structures and the different plants out here they make it a cool place to visit.
I think it's safe to say that there's no place on earth like this.
Well, there's not. The Joshua tree are very rare. They're
Like
only here.
it's that spectacular. This is one of a kind. As we begin our descent out of Joshua Tree National Park into the surrounding Mojave Desert, I couldn't help but recognize a new appreciation for desert dwellers such as the Cholla cacti and the infamous giant yucca. Their ability to thrive with such limited resources has sparked a bit of curiosity and leaves me pondering, what can we do to thrive in this environment? Consuming minimal resources, we'd become less of a burden on the incredible and remote places we visit. After all, we humans are the true stewards of the land, a gift that requires preservation so that future generations can enjoy the same opportunities we do. Oh, that's a big long turd. Look at that guy. It's like a snake.
If you enjoyed today's episode, hit that like, subscribe, and join us next Tuesday where we go on a new adventure. Thanks for watching Destination Now. I'll catch you next week.